Saturation attack?
Hey, I don't know if you knew this or
How
not,
can she control so many offensive?
but we call her Frieren with the stick. Frieren with the switch. Welcome back, souls. Today we have Frieren episodes 19 and 20. Last time, Sign had to make the hard decision of leaving the party. And I'm not mad at him for doing it because he wants to go look for his friend, but it did make me sad because I like Sign a lot. I feel like he's the father figure of the group, so him leaving made me a little bit sad. After that, the party went to this big magic city. I don't remember the name of it. Think it starts with an A, maybe. I don't know. But they went there so Frieren and Fern could get their mage certificates. And when they were there, they got grouped up with a bunch of random people. Looks like they're going to get into some trouble. I don't know. The only way we can find out is if we keep watching. But first, I thought I'd let you guys know that I post uncut, unedited reactions early over on my Patreon. The link will be in the description below. Now, let's get into the reaction. Well Laid Plans is the title of this one. Alright, we got Frieren and her little group out here in the woods. They're trying to catch this little bird that can
I knew you could do it.
move at light speed.
Yeah, whatever. Lavina's rough around the edges, but she somehow always pulls me along.
They're best friends, really. On the low.
I see. In that case, you are?
Deeply.
Yeah. He's a big scaredy cat,
I know how you feel.
but he's brave at the same time.
My plan was to mimic other adventurers and inspire you with a speech. I'm sorry. It doesn't seem to have worked.
Yeah, you
Don't say
failed.
that.
Horribly.
I feel far less nervous.
Be yourself. It's you we've followed, Himmel. Every party needs something different. We would choose your voice over a script.
Guess you're right.
I just love the dialogue in this show, man. They just say the nicest things sometimes.
We finally caught a Stella.
Fern's group already got one.
Why are you so relaxed?
Even Birdie knows we're only just getting started, right?
We're a target now. Our new goal is to keep the other parties from taking our Stella.
Oh.
At last, time to spill blood.
I didn't think that other teams would try that. That didn't even cross my mind. That you could just steal somebody else's bird.
Let's review everything we've learned from observing the Stella.
Well, we confirmed what you already told us, that they fly faster than the speed of sound.
Speed of sound. I said speed of light. I was wrong. That's my bad.
There's no way we could ever dream of chasing one down.
What travels faster, light or sound?
Even when we've suppressed our power to approach them, they feel us and fly away.
Sounds like a nightmare trying to catch one.
Is that because the Stella have practically no mana themselves, we don't have anything to try and detect? All that to say, there's no quick way of knowing where they are, or how
So
many.
you can't find them, and when you do find them,
Yesterday
you
morning
can't
we
catch
saw
them.
3. If there aren't any more than that, we could be in trouble.
Even if we defy the odds and find one somehow, we don't have any idea how to catch it.
I stayed up and experimented with a spell that might be useful for getting our hands on a Stella.
Oh? I wonder what spell.
You already know, Kana.
How does she know?
It was made for capturing birds. A tribe of hunters developed it long ago, the perfect example of a folk spell.
If it's for capturing birds, why did it work on a monster?
That monster was a bird.
If it could restrain that mighty beast, I think it should work fine on the Stella.
Why didn't you tell us about this before now? If we had known, we could have caught the one that we almost had yesterday. Well, at least we have a clear goal now. How close have we gotten to one so far?
About 3 meters was the closest.
That's not that bad.
That's a disturbingly large piece.
Catching a Stella with your magic might not
How
be
did Fern's
possible.
group catch
Could
it so
either of you
easily?
devise a way to stop one?
I fear it would escape before we could attempt to fix it in place.
If we had access to loads and loads of water, I'm confident we could stop that bird dead in its tracks. Thing is, my magic can only control water that's already there. Of course, mana struggles to penetrate large bodies of water, but I could infuse it with my mana well before we're planning our big move. Then, no matter how much water there is, even if it's scattered like rain, I can manipulate it.
You're right. They would stay away. I have a plan that just might work.
Uh-oh. We're cooking. Frieren might have cooked something up. I'm trying to think of like what their plan could be. Why are they not letting us hear them? We can't hear the plan? Why'd y'all leave me out?
If we do this, we'll be picking a fight with all the other teams.
Yeah, but
Oh.
I don't think we could catch one otherwise.
They're gonna steal one from a different team? Here we go again.
If you're sure, let's do it already.
Are they gonna steal one from a different team? Why else, or how else would they make enemies?
Ooh, that's no fun at all. Mages shouldn't tuck themselves away because they're too scared to fight.
They also shouldn't fight because they're too reckless to wait. Before we do anything, we need water. I believe there was a lake in the middle of the testing area.
I know who's near that lake. Frieren's team.
If we can remain in the shadows until sunset, we'll pass the first test.
Y'all are about to get robbed.
Unfortunately, this isn't the first one we've come across.
Say, Lon, at the very beginning, they mentioned something about a barrier, didn't they?
Judging by the dryness, I'd guess this barrier was erected over a week ago.
I see.
That's a good
Then
question.
most of the water will have collected in the lake in the middle of the basin.
Fair observation, but needing water doesn't necessarily mean gathering around the lake.
You're right. Because we can carry water with us. But the Stilla, which are also living creatures...
So they have to go to the lake.
I've made our decision. We'll give up on finding water.
I was about to say, I think that's what Frieren's team is doing, maybe.
We can find a small pond, maybe a puddle.
Would that even be sanitary?
If
There's
we
somebody
boil
right
it,
there.
perhaps?
The guy from, that they introduced at the beginning. Uh-oh. A fight has started. We got some action. It's been a while. Okay, we got a guy with a, what type of haircut is that? High top. He's got the high top cut.
Aren't you a thorn in my side?
I was shooting to kill, lady. I'm surprised you could react so quickly.
She likes to kill too. Oh, he talking to Fern. The other girl, ooh, Belle, likes to kill.
And I guess we don't have any need for words.
He said that I'm done talking. Lightning attack? Is that Frieren? Is she freezing the whole lake?
That girl just froze the entire lake.
What sort of a plan could require that?
A seriously unfunny one.
So this is how they make enemies.
What could they be thinking? These jokers looking to make 50 new enemies?
Looks like it. Apparently. Everybody's trying to burn it.
If you can't melt it, we're done for!
Denkin, what should we do?
Not what they're doing, I can tell you that much. The Stilla won't come anywhere near this lake again. At this point, we have no choice but to steal. And if the
Oh my
second party was
goodness.
bold enough to pull this stunt, there is no doubt they will soon have one for the taking.
Oh my goodness. What was the plan here, Frieren? Fern is mid-fight. They did nothing but cause chaos.
Mistress Frieren, what could you possibly be doing?
Causing a ruckus. Making trouble. Per usual.
I say we scatter for now.
How foolish they are. If the spell the second party used to freeze the lake didn't scare
Bro's
off
been
the
sitting
Stilla
there
for
calling
good,
them
these paltry
foolish
efforts to melt
the
it
whole
will
time.
certainly
But
be
yet he's
done.
watching them though. Like, go do
Safe
something
to
else.
say the Stilla won't return.
You're foolish for sitting there watching them.
They won't be able to handle the airborne threats.
Amateurs. Apparently the second party went crazy and froze the lake. Are they trying to sabotage the exam?
Bro's trying to think like Frieren right now. Even he doesn't know her plan, and he's like a super old mage. Hey. These songs be making me want to get up and hit a jig.
No helping them now.
What's going on over here?
You can see the beasts, can't you? They're circling above us right now.
Oh, they died to monsters.
Not just one or two of them either. If we tried to move them, they would know we're here.
Ooh.
That's the way of the Geisel. They use the
Geisels.
remains of one victim to lure in the next.
It's like the proctors don't care if the participants get killed.
This is obviously your first time taking the exam, Laufen. Their reason is rather simple. The Continental Magic Association is keen to uphold the standards of that title. For many of them, the idea of what a mage should be was cemented long ago by the noble few who took down the Demon King's army.
Frieren.
The quality of a mage is irrelevant. It's more important for first-class mages to be symbols of power than powerful themselves. Strength means nothing if a mage can't act as that symbol. In the real world, casting spells weighs much less than winning hearts. Great power's a thing to be feared.
Damn, that's facts, bro. That's actually facts. Like, I just think about, like, when he mentioned that, the first thing that came to mind was, like, big YouTubers or big content creators that did something super stupid and they fell from grace. And it's like, it's not all about the numbers and stuff, is it? If you don't have good character, if you're not really a good person.
It would be wise to watch your tongue, whelp.
Ooh.
I could beat you to a pulp with my hands restrained and eyes closed.
Ooh! Talk your shit, Unc. He found some water. I just love the music in this show. About to hit a mysterious jig. Are they gonna run into each other?
Good at concealing their mana at the very least.
There's been something eerily similar about every watering hole we've come across.
I can't pick up on anything. Strange.
Are they leading people into a trap?
But the Stille could sense it without difficulty. They won't be coming near this water again.
The only reason you would want that is... Of course. There must be an untouched watering hole somewhere.
I'm going to rest a bit.
Nap time?
The testing area is enormous. It would be impossible to find a mage who truly doesn't want to be found. Just wait. They'll have to show us where they are soon enough.
Limiting the watering holes the Stille can use should be enough for our plan to work.
So they're trying to make all the birds go to this water?
I had no idea that mana was something a mage could completely turn off.
No, not completely. Even the slightest movement causes some mana to eke out. Sense it?
Now we just wait. What is that? A reindeer dog? What is that? Chopper? From One Piece? Bro, what is that? I want it as a pet. I could never just sit there like this. Yo, she's so quiet and patient that the bird actually landed on her. Well, that's that.
Now we're gonna pass the first test with flying colors.
Got him.
Or not.
But you guys have been found.
Had to use magic. No mage, no matter how skilled they might be, can fully conceal their mana as they wield it.
Ooh, that girl disappeared.
Well, you're certainly quick. So much for getting away from here.
Y'all not beating Frieren, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all about to catch a mean. Whoa. That's the other team, right? Fern's team. We got mages versus mages all over the place.
Your technique is refined and near seamless, but it's old-fashioned. It feels like I'm fighting my grandfather.
Ordinary offensive and defensive
Crazy.
magic? Nothing more than the most basic of spells.
Yes. She said the basics are enough to defeat mages of this era.
Ooh, she said the basics is enough to take you out. That's tough. Making it rain rocks. But it got blocked.
You're going to struggle. If you try to take on verbal with this technique, you would be dead after the first blow.
That doesn't make any sense.
Verbal and his men took on the remnants of the Demon King's army. His magic is utterly devoid of character, designed to win at all costs.
So he's pretty good, is what I'm hearing.
She'll surely be killed.
I don't know. Ubel
Is
likes to
that
kill
so?
too. No! It's all good. Because we're watching the next episode too. It's okay. It's alright. Episode 20, let's do it. Oh, she's slow walking him down. What is happening? Is his magic not touching her?
A spell that slashes through physical objects.
Oh, he's blocking. She's
It's
attacking.
nothing impressive or complex, but I can't see its trajectory.
Oh.
Well, you can't block them all, can you?
Aren't you sharp? So, what happens now? Death by 1,000 cuts for me or you?
Nah, I've got a better idea.
I pity the girl who's up against him now.
We'll
She'll
see.
surely be killed.
It's gonna be a good fight, though. I'll tell you that.
A saturation attack?
Hey, I don't know if you knew this or
How
not,
can she control so many offensive
but we
spells?
call her Frieren with the stick. Frieren with the
Where's your
switch.
dignity, mage? Resorting to brute force like this is downright barbaric.
That's how Fern fights. Did I say Frieren? I meant Fern. Fern with the switch. Yep. She just spams, bro. That's her nickname, bro. So we got Frieren, we've got Himmel the Rizzler, and we've got Fern with the switch.
Sorganil.
Sorganil. Spell name? Uh-oh.
If he has this up his sleeve, why didn't he use it to catch a Stilla himself? I guess restraining one is only helpful if you can find one first.
If I can see you, my binding spell can tie you down right where I want you. As long as I never let my eyes wander away, you are my prisoner.
That's scary. That's a very scary spell.
If he'd truly intended to take me out, he would have bound me during his initial ambush.
So he is stronger than Ubel.
This is your final chance. Leave the Stilla on the ground and get lost.
He was always going to threaten me into handing over our prize. Hold on. I don't understand why you ordered me to put down our birdie. It would have made more sense for you to take it from me while I was tied up.
What did she find out? Distracted him. Oh my goodness.
So to keep me bound, you need to have my entire body in view. That's why you can't use this against multiple targets.
She found your weakness.
You should have been able to stomach that. Would be easy for some of the folks I've met on the battlefield. Guided by bloodlust and boredom, they killed anything that breathed for a thrill.
Hey, this guy done seen some shit, chat.
Ever been made to kill women and children before?
Think there's a chance I haven't.
Oh my.
That's what I was saying. This guy done seen some crazy shit.
The Northern Magic Corps are
We're getting-
mercenaries who
we're actually getting a
specialize in
backstory.
fighting demons. But when necessary, we're mobilized to fight in wars between nations.
Okay.
People know exactly what makes their fellow man weak. The fiendish act of sending women and children to war wasn't uncommon.
That is weird.
Lovely.
He said killing kids was just another day on the battlefield. Wow.
No surprise. I believe the kind of magic a mage specializes in is strongly related to the life they've led and the type of person they are. About time. Your distaste for murder explains why you let me. How interesting.
So he doesn't like to kill. He's a killer that doesn't like to kill.
You nailed me. I used this time to prepare myself to kill. But you should know. Though I may hesitate before finishing the job.
That's
Well, miss,
tough.
See ya.
That's tough.
You can stop right there.
So did Fern finish off her opponent? She was spamming, so I assume so.
Now that's a talent. You can completely conceal your mana. You must be the one who captured the Stilla.
I would call it a lucky break. She'd learned a spell that catches birds from her master, and we just so happened to stumble upon a Stilla's roost early in the exam.
Lucky, lucky.
You were fighting Edda, correct? What happened to her?
I killed her.
That's cap. That's cap.
There were 2 conditions for passing the first test. Possess a Stilla by sunset tonight, and have all your party members there to present it when that time finally arrives. I've already failed the test. Killing you would be unnecessary.
You really believe that?
But you'll only be turning your killing back into a necessary one.
Oh! 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 Oh, no, this guy is cold. He said, I'm not going to kill you because it's unnecessary now. But if you try to attack me while I'm trying to leave, then it's going to be necessary. Oh, that's the show, bro. I love the dialogue in this show.
You're quite the liar, aren't you?
We need to hurry. We can still assist Mr. Lond.
Four Eyes will be fine. Not to play down your skills, but he's an even better liar than you.
He's going against High Top. What is that? What even is that? Ashes?
How impressive. You transformed flower petals into metallic shards.
Petals.
Quite the feat. They slipped through my defenses. This is a homemade trick, yes? It's very flashy, but spells like that often neglect fundamentals.
They're homemade, so that makes sense.
That's big talk, but you're an arm down. Victory is mine. If you don't quiet down and surrender, your head will be my next target.
Like I said, I'm still observing you before our battle begins. Turns out, you're not good at sensing mana.
Oh. A clone. You're cooked.
How long have you...
Damn. Didn't even get the
Much longer than you'd think.
Didn't even get to ask
Since
her a
this
question.
test first began, actually. I'm not foolish enough to trust anyone.
He's had a clone doing everything for him since the exam started. Eisen, is that you?
Doesn't look dead to me. Killed her, huh?
You got lied
that
to.
That bitch lied like it was nothing.
That might be the first time we heard the word bitch in this series. Yo, what is happening? I feel a shift in the show right now.
You don't believe me, do you?
No, I do.
Is that
I didn't pin you for the
all
type
her
of
doing?
idiot that attacks head on. She must be even more of a monster than we realized.
She was a monster. She's a monster raised by a monster.
Need a lift, do you?
He made it seem like he was gonna carry her.
Why do I have to play your horsey?
Do you sense Sharf anywhere nearby?
He's just around those bushes there. Over here, Sharf. I need you to help me carry...
That boy is cooked, chopped, butterflies flying, and tears in his eyes.
Damn it. Just when you think it couldn't get worse.
Hear that sound? What could it be?
It's probably rain. Sounds strange bouncing off the barrier. There's no chance we nab another party Stilla. And there's no question we're going to fail.
Wow. GG.
Kindness can be hard to hide. I wonder if yours is the reason you fight demons. I certainly thought it was kind when you saved my village.
Are you dumb? My big ulterior motive was winning over the girl I loved back home. It's been exactly 29 years since demon activity in the north caused life there to take a turn for the worse.
How old is he?
When I grow up big and strong, none of those shitty demons stand a chance. Once I kill them all, you better come back here, okay?
What an idiot.
Yeah, you got that right. Do we really have to sail all the way back home again? I get seasick every time.
Maybe I could introduce you to my grandfather.
Uh-oh. She stopped mid-sentence. It's a bird. His bonding magic. Got him one.
You've got to be kidding me. So all that effort was for nothing?
Frieren,
Now we got
is there a
Frieren's
reason
fight.
She's not doing anything, or...
An elf, huh?
Where'd she go? Frieren, the Stilla!
Oh, she let her take it.
Seems she took it.
That was quick. Well,
Ah, that's an interesting spell.
is Frieren gonna let him have it and just find another bird?
I appreciate
Why
what the barrier does
does the
for
bird
the
not
weather.
fear them?
That could be something to consider as you prepare to proctor the second test. Right, Zenza?
To no one's surprise, it looks like you've killed a few promising test takers, Canal.
It looks like the bird actually likes her.
Those who died have been weeded out. They were unfit for first class. I shouldn't have to explain that to you.
Regardless of how I feel about it, choosing a target immune to mana detection for a mage test wasn't nice of you. Your exam's a battle masquerading as a competition.
I argue that luck is a skill. What's more, some test takers have captured a Stilla without any help from fate. Things will only intensify.
It's about to get real.
I would wager that about a third will remain, and I am quite certain that Denkin will be among them.
Oh.
His skills are comparable to many of our most respected first-class mages.
He got his money on Denkin.
But he is getting up there in years. I'm sure he has something on his mind.
So, that spell your teammate used was Jilver, yes? I've heard of it before.
Ooh, she knows what it is.
It's a folk spell used by a mountain tribe in the southern lands, isn't it? She successfully executed the spell, so why didn't you two remain in hiding? She could have taken the Stilla and been on her way.
Laufen lacks precious experience. She left too many traces of mana behind. There's no doubt that you could hunt her down in a heartbeat.
Oh, he knows her name.
You've known who I was this whole time?
There isn't a mage of my generation who doesn't know that name. It's my first time seeing you with my own eyes, but I recognized you immediately.
Oh.
You're the mage from the legendary party of heroes, the Great Frieren.
So you know what you're going up against.
I guess it's true that elves never age.
I'm shocked that you're challenging me so openly.
Me too. He knows who you are.
Sniffing around us this entire time. I was expecting something more underhanded. Interesting. If we aren't able to pass the exam because we're lacking a party member, we'd have no reason to go after our Stilla.
Try me then. I dare you.
Lavina, he's no joke.
I see that.
She's standing on business.
I thought your work would have shaped you into a far more merciless man, Denkin. You're an Imperial mage, aren't you? I'm sure you've killed your fair share of political enemies.
Why is everybody fixated on killing in this exam? Just capture a bird.
First-class mage is nothing greater than a title. It has no real value, if you ask me.
Oh, you can't be serious. You came here without knowing the privilege that title grants?
Privilege?
The mage responsible created it with one goal in mind, to rule and govern mankind's magic. That was Zeria's grand design.
Uh-oh.
The long war against the Demon King.
Oh, that's the elf from the opening.
She will grant them any one spell they desire.
Oh, you should not have told Frieren that. Now she's really about to get certified. Now she's really about to pass.
Cure the gravest of diseases, or gain overwhelming power. To us mages, this promise is equivalent to having the wish of our wildest dreams granted. People are simple. Driven by greed, modern first-class mages forfeit their humanity for this prize. Denkin, people like you who don't care about the privilege are the minority.
He's going for the kid. He said, I'm going for the kid.
Those girls are children. We're going to put them down for a 3-hour nap. You can handle babysitting.
What a joke.
Bro says you try to kill them kids, you gotta deal with my old ass.
That should satisfy you.
You old fool. Now, Bargland.
Bargland? Oh, he's crazy. He can control the earth, the ground.
I find the young to be far too hot-blooded.
Frieren, stop talking. I know what that means. It's up. Oh, okay. Those are fun episodes, super action-packed, man. This show surprises me so much because it's like you have a stretch of episodes, this straight dialogue, straight, like, you know, character building, world building, and then you have a stretch of episodes that's like action-packed like this. Oh, man, I love this series so much. I'm enjoying it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it too. Thank you so much for watching with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe.